Um, EMA FPV asks, have I had any issues with spots on the lens of the DJI goggles too? No, because I don't let the sun shine in the lens. Is that what you're talking about? No, I haven't had any problems with spots on the lens. My lenses are clean, and I'm very careful not to let the sun shine in and burn the screens. What's the estimated range of a remote ID module? Shady asks. Shady, the ASTM standard requires that it requires that you use off-the-shelf components, so it doesn't require proprietary components. It allows you to use off-the-shelf components, but requires that you essentially make a good faith effort to have the maximum possible range out of the off-the-shelf components. So what we're seeing is that remote ID modules are using Bluetooth 4 and Bluetooth 5, which gives better range than the Bluetooth. People are like, well, Bluetooth only has like 50-foot range. That's when you're using it to transmit audio data. This is different. This is very low bandwidth, and the range can be as much as, I've heard, 1,500 feet under ideal conditions. Under real-world conditions, it's significantly less. Athix has a really good question. Let me get this question from Athix. Athix asks, if you're making money with FPV, you need to have a remote ID unit and a 107. What about channels like infinity loops that fly whoops inside? What are the requirements there? If you're indoors, the FAA has no jurisdiction. You can juris my diction. What is that movie? What movie is that from? Yeah, if you're indoors, the FAA has no.
Google says The Matrix.
It's The Matrix. You give me that juris my diction crap, you can cram it up. No, Sergeant, your men are already dead. What a great line. What a great... That scene, I'm sorry. That first scene from The Matrix is so freaking iconic. Such great storytelling in that scene. Really, the Wachowskis set the bar so fucking high with The Matrix 1. And is that just like rose-colored glasses, Blunty? Like, have you watched The Matrix recently? When was the last time you watched The Matrix?
I don't think I've seen the entire Matrix.
Shut up. Do you not like The Matrix?
You don't want to go into this with me.
What?
90% of movies I have not seen.
Is it because you think The Matrix is a bad movie, or you just haven't seen it because, like, you're just not that into it?
I watched like a quarter of it on TV one time. And I wasn't super into it, and then I've never I don't watch movies. I watch TV shows and play games.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
I just have. There's so many movies I haven't seen.
Such great storytelling. Okay. I thought we were going to get into an interesting conversation about why you have terrible taste in movies and hate The Matrix, which I would be interested to go into.
No, I haven't seen The Godfather. I haven't seen Rocky. I haven't seen, I don't know, all the big movies.
We're not talking about old movies. No, I'm not talking about like crappy old
Matrix
movies.
Is 99. That's old now.
That's not that old. Oh, it's a good movie. No, Lieutenant. He says, Lieutenant, your men are already dead. Like, ooh, who are these fucking guys? Okay. What about Studio Ghibli? Huh? Come on.
Yeah,
Totoro?
I was into anime as a kid, so I've seen a lot of all the time I spent watching anime. I've seen everything Studio Ghibli's ever made, I believe.
Fantastic. Okay, you're redeemed. You're redeemed. I can be friends with you again.
Like real people.
I was having some trouble.
Okay.
Favorite Studio Ghibli movie?
Howl's Moving Castle is pretty high on the list. Princess Mononoke is the classic that everybody goes like, "Oh, that's great."
Well, that's why I would. That's why I would stay away from it. Not that it's bad, but like,
yeah.
If everybody thinks it's great, then I'd be like, yeah, I'm not watching that one.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I think Howl's Moving Castle's like the automatic one. Spirited Away was good. That's Miyazaki. Was that Ghibli? That was Ghibli, right?
I love Spirited Away. Yeah, Spirited Away
Yeah.
was Ghibli. I love it. I really, it resonates with me in a way. I don't know if it's my favorite because it might be my favorite. I've watched that. I regularly watch that. I think the central theme of Spirited Away is that people and things have a sort of a place where they thrive and are healthy and fit in. And when they are taken out of that place, they sort of lose their sense of self and sort of become unhealthy and maybe crazy. So, like, the most obvious example of that is No Face, who isn't allowed to come into the bathhouse. And then Sen lets him into the bathhouse, thinking she's doing him a favor. And he kind of goes crazy and starts eating everything and preying on people's greed. And then when she takes him out of the bathhouse, he calms down again and becomes friendly, and he ends up going to Granny and knitting and he's not an evil character or a bad character. He just was in a really, really unhealthy environment that didn't play well with his personality. It's so that really, I think that, I don't know, like, I think that people go through that too. You know, a lot of times people who are bad are actually just really in a place that doesn't really suit them. Um, yeah, Spirited Away. I don't know.
That's fair. I can't get deep into the thoughts about it because I haven't seen it in so long. I was like 13 last time I saw it. So
Yeah, yeah. I like what's the Kiki's Delivery Service I like a lot too. Although that one slows down a little. That one, like, the theme of sort of coming of age doesn't really like resonate with me as much as the theme of like finding a place where you fit in and are useful. The same thing happens with like they're the little soot spirits that work with the Boiler Man, and she, like, I forget exactly what happens, but she like tries to help one of them, and the Boiler Man chides her and chastises her, and he's like, they have a job to do. Don't take their job. She thinks she's helping him, but they have a place to be and a job to do, and you're not helping them by taking that away from them. Anyway, um, oh, all right. Yeah, the last Ghibli movie is coming out. I'm excited to see it. That's not Totoro. No, my neighbor Totoro. I don't remember if what like a central theme of Totoro is. Everybody loves Totoro because they love the cat bus, but I'm not sure actually the Totoro has like, I can't think of what a deep theme of it is.